Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. It's 5 seedlings, and 4 of those seedlings become 4 tree seeds. So 1 seedling per tree seed, so 1 piece of timber makes 5 tree seeds, essentially. And I've already got that now completely filled up, all the way through there. I haven't got anything taken off over here because the timber has gone to that point. It hasn't quite backed everything up, but that's fine. That's not going to cause us any problems. This is now all filling up and being used, so it's been stopped for quite a while. You in here take 5 soil and 2 tree seeds. And I've only got 1 line of that. I suspect that we're going to want more than 1 line of this. I mean, it has been running for quite a while in order to be able to get 12,000 litres of liquid resin going into there. It's just that now I've run, like, the timber up the top. I don't know what I did on there. I must have just filled it up manually and then forgotten about it. That's the only thing that I can think of. It is the only logical explanation. So what about you in here? They're all running. You back this side, you're almost ready to run out, which means that we're going to be getting the timber now in a minute. It's going to be coming through. So this produces 4 trees. And there's the first 4 trees. I don't know why it's taking a single tree and then doing 2 trees and then a single tree, unless it's just because of the way that that's the first time that it's picked up. So it was programmed previously to only take 1, and now it's able to take 2, so it took 2 on the second pass. I don't know if it thinks things through like that. So on here, I've got 2 timber saw blades. It says 90% timber saw blade. I don't know if that puts back 90% of the blade, or if it puts back, if there's a 90% chance of the saw blade coming out. I think it's 90% chance of the saw blade coming out. So 1 tree makes between 6 and 8 pieces of timber. So this is why we didn't need all that many up in there. And this is why it's taken so long for it to run out and me realize that there was a slight problem with the entire setup. But fortunately we have now identified this, and we've got surplus timber coming in over on this side and now being used up in the creation of the resin down here. 10 pieces of wood to make 1 single resin. That is quite a substantial reduction. A lot of wood is needed in order to be able to make that process work properly. All of this working down through here. It's going all the way down to the very bottom one down here. Normal for it to take that long. Yeah, 1 tree, 1 timberer's blade. It's a 6 to 8 wood, and then it really does cram everything completely full in there. That's going to cram all of that full as well. It's only going in on one side of the belt there, but it's very soon going to back up there. It's completely backed up. Now everything is running down through here. Stuffing it all full, and then we're getting a load of resin, and that's right. Right, okay, so I've dealt with that bit. That's done. I don't need to worry about that now. That can just carry on now, and it will carry on from now until the end of time without any issues whatsoever. And, of course, the other issue is, am I now using up the supply of soil? Because obviously with it being all stopped, the soil was the only thing that was still running. I don't think that needs to change at the moment, but what I've got right here is I've got 5 of these all spaced around this bit, and then I wanted to rebuild the entire algae farm component so that this would actually work properly. So that I've got brown algae going to this side, and green algae going over here, and I don't have the algae farms producing both of them at the same time. So if I look in here, and no, I don't want to look in there. I want to go to craft in there. I've got 2 different recipes that I can use for the green algae farming. This one does 25 and 5 brown algae, and takes 100 water. Right? That's the basic one. Then I've got the slightly more complex one, which is mineralized water and carbon dioxide. Now, carbon dioxide is actually really easy. I just run coal in. So long as I got a supply of coal from somewhere, then I can go and use it. And it was asked previously, why didn't I build a power station up here next to the coal and just use it up there rather than running it all the way down? The reason being because coal is not, in Bobs and Angels, coal is not just used for power. In standard, coal ends up becoming a material that you don't use a great deal of. You end up, you can use it now, you can use it up with some processes to extract some oil from it. But coal does actually end up sort of becoming a bit of a nuisance. You never really use it. And you can get by without any coal later on in the game. In Bobs and Angels, you do use coal. And you can use vast quantities of it as well. So we've got all of that patch up there set with mining drills, and it's bringing the coal down this way, and we will end up using it. Now, I'm prioritizing everything that's coming out from down here at the moment rather than what's coming from the top patch, because I want to clear this patch first. But what I can do is I can pull some of this out, and I can bring it down over, and we can use that for manufacturing the... Go to craft. We can use that for manufacturing the carbon dioxide. And we'll be ending up using quite a bit of that. So that's going to make me 50 green algae if I do that. The mineralized water is, again, easy. We need crushed stone and we need water. Now, crushed stone is, again, something that we've got lots of, so long as we don't allow these processes to get away from us, which I have done at the moment. I currently have no spare crushed stone. I've got all of this here, so what I'm going to end up doing... Oh, that's only because of the slag. The slag there is what's causing us the problem. I'm tucking away all of the copper over here, and the slag there is not causing any problem. I've got plenty of storage for it, so I just need to deal with the slag. I'll disable this stone over here, or at least I will prioritize there like I've done, and I'll take that belt back over. It's got to go all the way back over this way in order to get the stone back here so that I can make the mineralized water. It's something I will deal with in a minute. I'm not going to deal with that just now. So, the other one that I want to make is the brown algae. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to have a look at brown algae. Now, I can make 40 brown algae, which we're already doing with saline water. That's nice and simple. We've got that going on down there. The other option is with the recipe that we've previously been using. So we're going to want some of these dedicated to producing green algae and some of them dedicated to producing brown algae. And we're going to be wanting to split them out between where they're going at the moment. But that means that I'm going to want a larger area over which to do this. And the one other thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to go into... We go to bioprocessing right here. So I can make algae farm number 1. I can make a lot of them. Algae farm number 2 requires production block 3. How on earth am I supposed to make... Okay. I didn't think it would be that difficult. Algae Farm 3 in aircraft. That is construction block 2 and production block 4, which is insanely high. Which I don't want to do. I'm going to go in here. I don't want to go to that one. Craft. See, if you don't have the production, if you don't have these blocks bit all put in, which is part of Angels, what you do is you build Algae Farm number 1, and then it adds in some other ingredients to make Algae Farm number 2 along with Algae Farm number 1. And then if you want to make number 3, you need an Algae Farm number 2 and other ingredients as well. So that's kind of how it works, but this whole block system makes things a lot different. So to make production block number 3, there are 5 different recipes for this. How are there 5 different recipes? That's weird that there's so many. Production block 2. Electronics block 3. Motor 3. Concrete bricks. This one over here, production block 3, I don't even know if this one is a valid recipe, because that one's got red. This one is just grayed out. So I'm thinking that this isn't even a valid recipe. Requires orange circuits, anyway. Makes me think that those aren't valid recipes, and this is the only one that we've got here. Basic processing technology. Doesn't really matter. We know that we can't do that. We are using algae farm number 1. So I'm going to... First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to remove these algae farms. Now, by removing the algae farms, I'm not picking them up. I'm picking up the construction components for each and every single one of them. And I'm going to remove all of these algae farms. We're going to take up the whole lot, because I'm going to clear this whole area of everything, and then we're going to rebuild this entire thing from the ground up. Because we're going to need to, because of the different recipes that we're going to use. Now, I've got masses and masses of green algae to go in here. And I could actually do with a bit of brown algae to go into some of these, which... Yeah, I got 93 brown algae. That's it. That's everything I've got is 93 brown algae. But, I mean, if you look over here, these belts over here, these are all going to have to go. All of these belts up this end, they're all going to have to go. What am I going to do with all of this? And if you look through here, you can see it is using up some of the algae. It's just using it up slowly. Like it's just taking it in onto this one single manufacturing spot right here, and it's not doing anything extra on top of that. Because it's going through here and it's making some of these. It's making a little bit in here with this brown algae. If I was to take half of that brown algae and drop it into there, so that that one is making as well, then it would speed this up a little bit. And that would use a little bit more of that. Would it not? Is that surely not how it would work? That one's finished there. It's got 2 of those. They're going to travel all the way up through, so it's going to take some off of there, and it's going to take a whole load of that. And if I look in here, the recipe takes 20 cellulose fiber. Now it's working. Right, well, we'll just let that go on. And you can see here, these are starting to empty out a bit now. Or some of these are. What am I going to do here? I'm going to put an input priority on the left so that we clear this line out back through here first. And then once I've gone and cleared that line back through there, then this line down through here can start being cleared out. But it's not clearing everything out down this way. Which space have I got? I can pick up another one. Yeah, now I've run out of space. It's ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. Where's my brown algae? Let's have a look. Did I pick up any more then? I didn't, did I? Right. What we'll do, just to make this a little bit easier, let's dump down a chest a minute in here and get rid of the green algae. That might make life just a little bit easier for me. Because I don't want to be doing it like this all the way through. I'm going to be here forever waiting to get all of that. So we'll pick up all of this lot here. And that one as well. That is everything all picked up. So I can allow the belts at least to clear themselves off. That shouldn't take too long. And I can dump down there. I got 110 brown algae here. So if I was to put half of it into that one. And some of it into that one. And then some of it into that one, and the rest into... No. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. That's the one I'm making, isn't it? And put that into there. It is everything, isn't it? Yes. If I was to do that a minute, that's going to just encourage a few of these to be pushed through, which is going to encourage a few of those to be put through, which is going to encourage a few of these to be put through, just to empty out these belts. Just a minute. That's all I want to do is just empty out the belts a bit. If I can get those emptied out, that would be absolutely fantastic. I've almost emptied out one little side of the belt. The other thing that I'm also going to do is I'm going to go over to here. That one's completely full. I'm going to take one stack of that out. There. So that will also encourage just using up a little bit. Now that coming down, I need to leave that where it is. These other belts, we can move them a bit, and I can now start moving things around. So I want to pick up some of these. Let's start by picking up some of these. Right, that one, that water is going into there. Yeah, that's going to have to go. That's going to have to go as well, just for a minute. I can change it around in a minute. That's fine. We can soon make some changes in a bit. But for a second, I just want to get rid of them. So that's going to go. That's going to go. And we'll get rid of this belt here. Under and around that one as well. I can run all the way back over here. Getting rid of that. And then get rid of these. Up to here like this. And then I got another line down here of items that I want to get rid of. Like that. And all of those pipes can go as well. Right, that's every pipe. Here's all the belts being moved. And you and that one. And then I've got all of the belts over here. Now, I got loads and loads of belts all over the place here. I want to get rid of a lot of them. I've also picked up a load of small electric poles, but you don't actually pick up the small electric poles. You just pick up the ingredients for them. So that means that I will be able to make them a little bit easier by picking them up. Look, if I go into here, actually, yeah, I can't. Pick that one up like that, and then I've got the copper cable harness that is required to make them. There's one copper cable harness and one piece of timber. So I got 187 timber and no copper cable harness. So if I pick that one up, I've now got 188 and one copper cable harness. So I do end up picking up. It does break them apart, which is kind of a good thing, really, because like, in the game in general, like, it's not always something that's done. Now, I'm going to get rid of these belts this way. All of these belts I'm going to get rid of. There's only one belt that's staying, and it's that one up there, which we can follow. We can trace that one back through. All of this lot over here, this is all going to be gotten rid of. I'll run through here like this. You know, it'd be easier if I just do it in lines like this. There we go. See, like that. And then back along that way. It does mess with your eyes a bit where it's doing this. And there. Now, I had these sort of in like that just to spread them out through to give as much, like, trying to spread it out as much as I possibly could between everything. Sort of feels like it wasn't entirely necessary. So what was I doing here? Oh, that was like a buffer system as well. To try and buffer that on round. Okay, so we've got back to there. There's everything cleared back out of the way. The only problem that I've now got is that I don't have any water coming in, which means I'm not producing any saline water, which is not producing any of this. So I'm not going to be producing anything for down here, which we kind of need. So I'd like to get that going so that it's being used at the minute. Down here, I'm really not using very much water at all. So what I can do is, if I remove that and those two up there, that one can go and that one can go and that one can go as well. I only need it over on that side. If I was to take a pipe from here and I was to put that pipe... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go there. And I'm going to put that pipe there, and I'm going to put that one there like that. And then I'm going to take that, and I'm going to join it in like that. And I'm going to put that bit in there. So I've now got this saline water is just pumping back out and filling everything up. So that bit is going into there. What's coming out is 100 purified water to every 20 saline water. So the purified water, we don't need to worry about that for a minute. Next, I want to go over here, and I don't want to craft that at all. I'm looking at green algae crafting. Excuse me. Regular water and crushed stone to make mineralized water, which we do in the chemical plant. Sulfuric waste, fluoric waste, nitric waste, electrolyzers. Yeah, I don't want any of that. It's just this. I just want crushed stone going into water onto there. That's going to be the next bit that we're going to construct. You know, I probably should have done that a little bit differently. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. So that can stay. That can go like that. That can go out to here. It doesn't even need to go that far, but it's going to now. So you're going to go like that, and you're going to go there. Like that, and then that one is just going to do that. It's going to go there. There's enough green algae just to keep it tied, you know, just to tide it over just for a minute so that one can keep running. It's going to keep producing green algae over there. So I need to get mineralized water, and I need it being made over here. Now, to make the mineralized water, I need to do that in a liquefier or a chemical plant. That's easy enough. I thought I'd made... I don't see them in here. But we do have a chest that we went and put aside with a load of stuff in it. So we may have... It's down here. We might have what we're after in here. We do. We got chemical plants in there. I got 8 chemical plants. So I'm going to take those. I've also got some warehouses and some silos in there, which I'm going to take. An assembling machine, which will go with a stack of assembling machines that I already have. I've got electronics assembling machines. I'm just going to hold on to them. And I've got 2 big storage chests. They can stay there for now. I have a spare algae farm. That's good. I'll take that. And I'll leave the rest. Right. That's valuable stuff down in that chest. That's stuff that we're going to be wanting to use later. I need to get a line of stone back this way. Now, I got room along the outside edge of here. I don't have room along this bottom edge here. So if I shrink that down a bit... You know what? I'm going to make that bigger again. I'm going to go along like this. Okay, I definitely didn't mean to do that. Moved me, and now we don't have a square edge. I hate it when that happens. I despise it when that happens. Okay, there we go. I've now got a straight edge along there, and I'm going to want the stone running down through here. So we go back up round this way. I've already got a belt. What's coming off of this belt? That is running through there. That's not crushed stone. That's running... What are you bringing down? Oh, you're bringing steel. You're bringing steel, but you're not bringing it at the moment because you're making the construction frames as a priority over all of the other stuff. Now, I got the landfill one making. I'm thinking steel furnaces, and then we can change these furnaces over to have steel furnaces, which would make a lot faster, and we get... Yeah, that would improve things. I'm liking this idea. But what we need in order to be able to get stone, we want crushed stone. I want crushed stone coming through. Before I can do anything with that crushed stone, I need to be running it out of here. So I'm going to go to there. I'm going to have a look in here. I want to bring it across to this point. So I'm going to work backwards from this point first. And I'm going to go like that over to there, and... I'm going to run it down there like that. So if I go here like this, turn that, and then I'll run that all the way back up here like that. And then I can go over here. So then I'm going to want that to go underneath this bit of belt right here. So I'll bring it over by 1 step there, and that can go underneath. And then I will pop that. We'll just do this. I can just feed it in onto one side on there. Or I can do that. If I feed it in onto one side, I've just got 1/2 of the belt being loaded on here. I don't really want that. I don't want just one part of the belt being loaded. I want both parts of the belt being loaded. This one needs to go there. It's got to... I could take a step down below that one. It'd be better if it was 2, so that I got room to pull something off of here if I want to. Might be better if it was 3, actually. And I've really got room to maneuver in around that. So I'll put it here. Turn that one. Right. I'm 3 off of that one, and then this one is got a little bit of a gap. Now, what I actually want to do is... I'll put that back a bit. I can't go up to that one. I can go here, and then I can go underground there. And I can put 2 of them in like that. Just so that it is lined up with those. That's why. So then it looks neat and tidy. So this one up here, this one's going to do the same. That one's going to go in underground there. So that will go around that corner there. And then this will go up to that point. It'll go round a single corner on there. And then that one will go out like that. And then double belts going out that way. If I put that one up to there, it will go all the way down to here. It's just that one, that's as far as he'll run. That's alright. Put you over here like this. There. And then that one there, you just mouse over it, press R, and that reverses the direction of it. That's all we need to do there. And then, once again, I can extend things out. And I don't want to be putting one in there. I will put an underground belt to there, and then this is just going to be like this. And come over like that. And then we go for an underground belt again. And I run this all the way over. Now, this is where it's a little more complicated. I've got to get past this bit. So I'm up to here so far, and then I need to get through. Now, at the moment, the aliens haven't changed. Nothing has changed with the aliens. We have got them expanding. Their territory is growing, so if they get close enough to the radar, they will come in and attack it. Territory down here, these guys are expanding. They go for a radar if they see it. They did in there. They went for that radar and they attacked it because they seen it. So these over here, they'll go for it if they see it. But in theory, they cannot get across that bit there. Right? There is a little bit of a gap right there. It's a stepping stone gap. Now, all of this island here, I got 2 more stepping stones there. This island is then all connected, and then I got a couple more stepping stones there. In theory, they cannot get across that gap. Right? That's the theory. They cannot cross it. But I don't want to take any chances. So I don't want to cover this up unless I've really got to. So I want to be able to work around that. And I'm quite happy to put landfill in here. But I don't really want to cover this with landfill. Because well, I suppose actually it doesn't matter. Because I've got that there. And I've got this down here. This island here is safe. So long as they cannot get across this bit. If they can't get across this bit, then the island remains safe. All of this island. Which means that all of this is safe, so I could just fill this in with landfill. Which I kind of want to do so that I can get this through. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do it. We'll run at the risk. It is a risky procedure, I know, but it's a risk that we are going... Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.